The tides be coming in. It's me time to go soon. It's vlog-a-day 1130. Good morning. It's a great day today. I don't even know what day it is, but it's gonna be fun because not only am I gonna get myself a waffle today, I desperately need one. We're also going to learn how to use Velib today. Something I've just never bothered to figure out because I'm really not a fan of the bikes themselves. They're kind of big and clunky and I just don't really like them that much. But, well, and that's part of the story. That's the only part of the story. The other part of the story is that they were renewing the system, or not renewing, but like completely redoing the system when I first moved back, and it was a nightmare. Everything was falling apart and I didn't want to spend money on a system that wasn't really working. It's back up, it's working. Do I want to spend the money on it? Still, no, not really. I have a wheel, I have my own bike. But if you want to come to Paris, you want to rent a bike, bounce around for a little bit, it's probably one of the best ways to do it. So, we're gonna figure out how to do it because you've never done it before, and maybe I'll enjoy it way more than I ever thought I would, but odds are good I won't. I don't know, we'll find out. The nice thing is there are Velib stations all over the city, and they're all new and some of them are electric. So I mean, they're nice. I just think they're a little bit big and clunky for my taste, personally. Anyways, we'll give them a try. The nice thing is I have my wheel today to film, so I won't have to actually do any of the riding. Alrighty, so I forgot to film the waffle because it was just, I consumed it so quickly. It was delicious. Okay, there's a Velib station just down the road from us, like a block away. There are a bunch around here, and the nice thing is that there's an app, and that's what you should probably download in advance, is the Velib app. Let me get to that part. Where is it? The Velib app. So this will tell you where there is one next to you, which apparently there are 20 over there, which I do not believe, but who knows? So it gives you a little map, tells you where there are some, which will also tell you, it tells you how full the station is. So it says this station is half full, which is really important to know for when you go to return them, because you only want to go to one that has open slots. If that doesn't happen, then you're going to end up riding around for a while trying to find one with open slots. Question is, how simple is this going to be to hire a bike? The whole app is in English, by the way, so if you don't, it could be French or English, depending on what you need. Is yours in French?
No, mine's in English, but you can do 1 day or 7 day passes.
That's good.
Well, let's figure it out.
Okay.
How to use a Velib.
So there's a how-to here.
How to, you can choose it in English. Wait, I'll go back so you can start over.
Okay.
Language. English.
Yeah.
How to use. We don't need that one. Oh wait, what if you can use it from your Navigo?
Oh yeah, you can. So if you have a Navigo, you can actually associate your Velib subscription with that. So your Metro Pass, it's what they put it on. Then you would actually use it to just straight up unlock the bike. So you can walk up and tap it to the top of the bike, unlock it, and not. I've just never done it because, like I said, I've never wanted to use it before, really.
I feel like the access code is for the app.
I think you're correct, yeah. So if you want to do the app, the way that it works, if we go in here and hit hire a bike and get a 1 or 7 day pass, and I'm just going to go a 24-hour pass that lets me use up to 5 Velib at a time. That's pretty handy. 1 Velib is €5 for this 24-hour pass. Got it. And then you have to subscribe from there, which we accept the conditions, and then I got to put in all this information and subscribe to it. And then it'll unlock. The problem is none of us have that. One of us is actually going to have to subscribe to this to get this to work. This is why I've been so reluctant to do this video, because I don't want to subscribe, but I will. I went through the whole process. It actually only cost me €1. I didn't get that deposit screen that you got. It didn't ask me to put a hold on my card.
Maybe because it's your first time or something.
Maybe it's because babe, did you wreck one of these once?
No.
Anyways, I went through the whole process. Got it, and it basically ended up giving me an access code and a PIN number. So the access code is what you put into the bike, and I'm not sure what the PIN code is for. We're about to find out. So I'm gonna give this a try. What's up, Hills?
I just had a heart attack.
Why?
Because I thought I was gonna watch my dog die from a
Oh,
giant stupid
jeez.
bus.
This is where you put in your access code, or you tap your Navigo if you have one. If you get your subscription assigned to your Navigo, which is what I want to do. So maybe I just need to go in and have them do that at one of the metro stations. That's my guess. For the moment, since I don't have my Navigo, give me an access code, so let's see if that works. Pretty sure we hit that first. No, I'm gonna put you on a bike. You can ride my bike.
Oh, because you have a wheel. Oh,
you're
doing the wheel.
And then it says the app. How do we pull it out?
It should just come out.
Right?
Is it not?
Dang it. It accepted my code and gave me a check mark, but it didn't pull out the first time I tried to. So we're figuring this out as we go. I know what you're thinking. Well, let me try again. All right, so now the first time I got a check mark, the second time I got a little block sign. This is theoretically how it's supposed to work, at least.
Okay,
We're
wait, hold on,
just
let me try
incompetent.
mine.
You want to try yours? Okay.
Because apparently I've already been subscribed. But if I get my Navigo connected to it, then I can do it later.
Exactly. Then you can.
Yeah, go.
Did it say you have to put in your PIN number?
I did though.
No, you have a PIN number after your access code.
Is this something I created?
It's something you can change, I think, but it gave me mine. It assigned me one. This is part of the reason why I wanted to avoid making this. Now, there are people out there that are smarter than us that are also probably know how to do this, because obviously tons of people use Velib, so it's not that hard. My suggestion might be to go and get set up in one of the metro offices, one of the big ones, which you could try and do anywhere that they actually distribute Navigo cards, but I don't know for sure which ones those would be. What I'm going to recommend is that you go rent a bike from Bike About Tours, because it's just like $15 and you've got it for the day or something like that. I don't remember what their rates are, but it's simple. You don't have to put in any codes and they'll give you a lock and you'll be good to go just to bounce around the town. But I want to figure this out. All right, that worked. I guess I didn't pull it out fast enough. God damn it, Jenica. I guess I just didn't remove the bike from the station fast enough. Jenica's killing me right now. So it worked. I guess with the access code, the PIN number, it worked. So if you sign up with a subscription online through the app, then it'll give you your access code, your PIN number, you put those in, and it works. As far as figuring out how to get them paired to my Navigo and all that, we won't worry about it, because especially if you don't have a Navigo, all you need is that access code, that PIN number, and it should work. Kate's gonna try again now too, and we'll see how this goes. I think we just picked the wrong bike. Which, let that be a lesson to you. I mean, this is the reason I wanted to do this on camera is because I've been pretty intimidated, honestly, to jump into this, because I wasn't sure how easy or difficult it would be. I've just been putting it off for a really long time. It's definitely easier than I gave it credit, and part of the frustration came from just trying too many times on the same stupid bike, but it doesn't work for Kate, so I guess.
I literally have the code. My passport.
Do you not have your PIN number?
I have my PIN number too. They won't go to the bike first.
So the little biking tips for this one who's never biked in Paris, and for this one who wants to bike in Paris more. Paris is really safe, and generally there are bike lanes everywhere. If there aren't bike lanes, I'll show this over the screen, I suppose. There are big do not enter signs, but you'll see a word sauf with a little bicycle picture, or sauf vélo if it's written out. That means that traffic is not allowed to go that direction except for bikes. So you're able to do that. But you'll see the bike lane symbols on the ground everywhere. And then there are really big bike lanes all over the place. So you want to make sure that you get your seat height to where it is. So this little handle here is how you do that right here. Which I think that's way too low for Jenica, to be honest. She also has a handy dandy Jay Swanson tote bag. That's kind of fun. Look at that.
High quality.
We are really all over the place today. So we're gonna go for a little ride here. When you're riding through Paris, you obviously want to be aware of cars and other bikes, but pedestrians are the most dangerous thing, because pedestrians aren't paying attention usually and just step out into traffic. So watch out for pedestrians. When I was a bike tour guide, that's what I always said. And it holds very true. Like other bikes, and generally cars here are very aware of bikes, but pedestrians not so much. So watch out for pedestrians. And also another law that Americans won't be familiar with that the rest of the world is you can't turn right on red. That is not entirely true anymore. They put up these yield stickers. It's like a triangle with a bike in it, the yellow arrow pointing which direction you can go on red, so you're allowed to do that.
Idaho stop. You yield. You treat it like a yield sign.
There you go. It's an Idaho stop. Never heard that before. So you're able to do that at certain intersections, but otherwise red means red. So just be very, very careful. You'll see bikes blowing through red lights all the time, but obviously be very careful and know that it's technically illegal. I think that's it. Do you have any questions before we ride? Was that enough?
No helmet necessary.
And no helmet necessary unless you're 12 years or younger.
That's good.
Yeah, if you're 10, you have to wear a helmet. Sorry. Otherwise, we don't wear helmets. So we're gonna go for a short little spin down by the river, and then since we couldn't get a bike out for Kate for whatever reason, I apparently can't get more than one bike out on my subscription, or we don't know. We just want to move along and get this over with at this point. So we're gonna go for a little ride, and we'll meet Kate back at the office, and that's the current plan. Let's go. So you want the actual experience now?
I love biking in cities. It's my favorite thing. I paid so much money to bike in Washington, D.C.
Yeah?
It's ridiculous. But I did it and I loved it. Ah! That was cute. A little wiggle.
Gotta get off it somehow. We're gonna go ride down by the river just for the fun of it, because she hasn't got to do that yet. And early is good. When you go out in the evenings on the river, it's really annoying to ride your bike just because there's tons of people out everywhere. But right now, theoretically, especially in August, there shouldn't be too many people, so it should be pretty nice. Kinds of things.
Well, like I can't see my watch with these.
Okay, if you're blind, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
But if you're not
no.
blind, One of the things that North Americans in general, I think, will struggle with this. Europeans won't. But stoplights in North America are on the far side of intersections. So always looking ahead to see them and then go past. In Paris, at least, and I think in a lot of Europe, the stoplights are actually on the near side of the intersection. So they're like right next to you when you stop. So when you stop, look at the light that's next to you, not anyone that's out in front of you, because that might be for another lane of traffic than you're currently in. Something to be aware of.
For that hole.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, this thing's great. Is the wheel? I feel it in my knees a touch, but not much. Okay, we'll swing back around here. Jenica's already a convert. She wants to get a subscription of her own. You don't even like that bike and you want it.
I know, but I'm not getting off of it. It's mine now.
That's good. I can actually give you my access code. You can just use my account because I have my own bike. So sweet. That works out great. That makes me happy that you're enjoying this so much.
I love it so much.
Aw.
Does it have a bell?
Yeah, that ring thing by your left thumb. Spin that. Just remember that's it's
Get out of the way, bell.
Yeah, exactly. Don't overdo the bell ringing. And people like me will actually look and try to get out of the way. Oh, I love living here. I don't know how much sunbathing I should really film, but it's hard to resist. At least a little Speedo action. There's at least one Velib in that pile. It's the real prize catch if you're a fisherman in Paris. Saw some guys throwing hooks in and fishing them out earlier, so it's gross. Please don't throw bikes in the river. That's the end of that PSA. This is fantastic though. Riding your bike along the river in Paris is a wonderful way to spend some time. Definitely do it in the morning or early afternoon, but earlier in the day, the better. There are fewer people around, fewer screaming, less, there are people that will run by you as you go. That's always fun.
Beating us.
She's way faster than us right now. Yeah, this is just a great way to spend some time and to ride along, and I highly recommend it. If you want to rent a bike from Bike About at the Peloton, you can always do that. If you want to get hooked up with a Velib though, and so you can just grab one, go and drop it off wherever you're going. It is pretty fantastic. The bikes are big, they're heavy, they're kind of clunky, but if you just want to cruise, they're worth it. You can sign up online, get your subscription. I would try to get through the subscription process and get your app up and running before you get to Paris, just so that you're ready to roll. But then even just with your access code and your PIN number, you'll be able to unlock your bike and you'll have bikes available all over the city for the entire time that you're here. So that's more or less how to use a Velib. Kind of rough. I realized we had a rough go of it. I knew we were going to have a rough go of it just because I'm generally incompetent, but we figured it out. And now Jenica's riding, even though Kate couldn't figure it out for hers and we had to leave her behind. That's just the way things go sometimes. So if you're up for just a mild level of frustration and learning some new skills, be sure you go for that. And yeah, ride your bike around. It's a great way to see the city. It's a fantastic way to see the city. Highly recommend it. And if you want, not to overpump the Bike About tours, but if you do want to get like an indoctrination into how to ride a bike in Paris, you want to get a feel for it and a guided tour and maybe get an idea of where you can go, jump on one of their bike tours. It'll give you a real strong sense of confidence that you can do it too. And I just love those guys. I love their tours. And of course, if you give me credit, I get credit as well. So it works out. We all win. And there it's back. Do you push a button at the end or you just lock? Is it there?
It just locks.
Yep, there we go. So you just want to make sure that it gives you the little walk away from the bike symbol, gives you the check mark, and then walk away, and you're good to go. Pretty great. Really simple. Okay, I hope this was a helpful video. Let me know below. I'm sorry if it wasn't. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for, whatever's going on then. Ooh, unless we get the art today, nah, I'll just show you the art tomorrow. Haha.